Pappineau, hurry up with that IV. Your casualty's dying, my sergeant ordered while I unraveled my IV chuck. My casualty was lying there, shirt and jacket unbloused, with sweat drenching his entire body. And of all the places in the world, here I was in San Antonio, Texas, getting yelled at by some guy with a funny brown hat. As I prepared my IV chuck, my hands shook and the sweat poured from my helmet. And I just had to do it, and hopefully everything would be fine. I remembered acing the IV sticks on the test dummies, but now here we are doing the real thing, and I could not for life of me remember what I was doing. Looking at the casualty's arm, I palpated the site and looked for a nice juicy vein to fill up with some sodium chloride solution. I took my needle and lowered it gently against the casualty's arm, but not touching it. I palpated once more and wiped the area with the swab and went for the stick. I knew it lasted for a few seconds, but it felt like an eternity. I got the stick. I could see Nielsen wincing a little bit, and I pulled back the needle, and all I could see was a little red cloud of blood within the syringe. And I got it. Index, index, index. Those had to be the greatest words ever uttered in the English language. And Nielsen got up, pulled the IV out, and said, "Nice job, Pap," and patted my shoulder. My sergeant came up to me. "You got the stick, Pappineau. You're going to be a great doc." I knew from there I loved the adrenaline, emergency medicine. And even though it was military training, from that moment, that feeling had to be the realest things I felt in my life, and thus a new path forged ahead of me. So my name is Thomas Pappineau. I'm 27 years old, and I attend Naugatuck Valley Community College, where I'm studying to become a nurse. Most people get into nursing either through volunteering, having a medical professional in the family, or watching too much McCoy on Star Trek. However, with me, my path toward medicine begins with the military. Before enlisting in the military, I had to choose my military occupational specialty, which is a funny way of saying job. I looked at all the jobs. Infantry, no. Military police, heck no. Truck driver, no thanks. Combat engineer, sounds fun. And then, finally, combat medic. And I thought, oh cool, combat medic. I get to be like that guy, Andrew Garfield in the movie, and everybody loves you. How hard could it be? Slap a band-aid on and let the real docs deal with the rest. So I enlisted as a 68 Whiskey combat medic in the Connecticut Army National Guard, where I would attend basic combat training for 10 weeks in Columbia, South Carolina, followed by 16 weeks for medic school in San Antonio, Texas. So in the Army, I ran. I wake up really early. I performed physical training every day. I fired weapons. I was screamed at by drill sergeants. I was tired and I wanted to quit. And basic combat training was more of a mental game than anything. Sure, you had to deal with a myriad of physical things, but the mental aspect was the most grueling. Standing in the chow hall line, and you start to think to yourself, how do you ended up in this place? You start to think about all the life events you were missing. Birthdays, concerts, your niece's first steps and words, holidays, your cat dying while you're away. And you start to miss out on other things like driving wherever and wherever you like, eating as fast or as slow as you like, not walking around with a battle buddy. However, of all these limitations, one starts to appreciate a whole life on a whole new level. And you realize how small you are and how big other things and other people truly are. Instead of trying to make everything about you, you start to help others. And you look out for people who probably have it harder than you. You drop the ego because you know you have a larger mission at hand, and there might be people who are looking up to you. You shed the civilian coat and don a more professional yet appreciative demeanor. There are things about the Army I do not like, but it's the Army that has not only helped me financially, but has repurposed my entire life from a lackadaisical, bumbling wannabe teacher to a more grounded and serious person endeavoring to become a nurse, to be part of a team, and to take on a mission greater than myself.